We are ready for a fantastic episode, season 15, episode 8. Tonight we talk everything So You Think You Can Dance. We have the top 5 guys finalists. We have a special segment and we have some very interesting interviews for you to check out. Do not go anywhere.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Take a whip it intermission.
Oh, it's so good, it's so good. Every time I cook now, I'm just going to be like, whipping it like a stir fry. I have so many stir fries as well, so I'm going to be singing that song.
You're supposed to be rapping it. No. Kim knows the lyrics. She does.
When that song came on, I just could not stop laughing. It was absolutely hilarious. Hello, everybody. Welcome, AfterBuzzers. We are so excited to have you here as we discuss episode 8, So You Think You Can Dance, the final night of the Academy. We now have our top 5 guys.
Yes.
Miss Jessica Williams here on my right. Hello, darling.
Yeah,
so
hello,
excited to have you
darling.
today. And everyone, I am Kim Davey, and tonight it's just the two of us whipping it like a stir fry.
Yes. So exciting. We missed the girls, but hey, we're going to hold it down.
We're going to hold down.
Yes.
Hold it down like a stir fry. Oh my gosh, so fun. So, final night last night for the Academy. What a ride it has been so far. And just your overall thoughts of the night of the guys, darling. What did you think?
I thought that this was actually really an exciting night. I'll be honest, full transparency. I didn't go into the week that excited because I'm so passionate about the girls this year.
Yep.
And last week was really great. But I was so captivated by the talent, the routines, and then of course they brought back so many of my favorite girls from seasons past. So yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Good
exactly.
night.
That's cool because I felt exactly the same. Like, I think, and many people have been as well, thinking, you know, the girls are so strong and the boys have just sort of been in the background, to be honest. But last night, I was absolutely delighted by some of those routines, particularly the choreography.
Yes.
Hey, in particular. And we have our top 5 boys.
Yes,
Woo!
we do.
We do.
Finally.
So we do, finally. So we have Mr. Cole Mills, our ballroom dancer. We have JJ Dixonberry, Mr. Contemporary, aka everything, let's be real. Slovak Postovoy, I am going to pronounce his name correctly later on. I'm just practicing.
Slavic.
Yes, Slavic. Mr. Hip Hop, so good. We have Evan, our tap dancer, absolutely one of my favorites.
Yes.
And Darius Hickman, contemporary. He shone last night.
He really did.
We'll get into him in 2 seconds. But if you would like to join us tonight on the live chat, please do. If you're already in there, please send us messages. Let us know what you thought, and we will shout you out throughout the evening. As Miss Jessica's going to sort that one out throughout.
But first and foremost, we have to give a congratulations to Kat Deeley, who is pregnant. Yes, last week I wanted to mention it because I've been eyeing that belly bump this entire duration of interviews, and I've been stalking her on social media trying to see if she posted or announced. Now, she has not announced. However, she kind of did through her Snap story, and then people commented like, we saw it on your Snap. So good research on social media does you well, but congratulations, Kat!
Yay! Add to your brood. It's so amazing too. I wonder if she has to seriously like plan out when she gets pregnant, like based on.
Well, this is her second child, I believe.
Yeah,
and it's been some years. So I think her other one may be like 3 or 4. Yeah. So yeah, I mean. And not to make, it's interesting that they don't make it a big deal, like, oh, Kat's pregnant, you know, like, I don't know, like announce on the show, or look at your stomach, girl. I don't know. It's about the dancer. She's so good at that. She's such a generous host. She's so good at always making it about the dancers.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, it would be nice to have it announced for sure, and love to know more details on Kat when you are expecting, what the date is. That would be exciting. Very cool. All right, Dal, should we jump right into it and talk about these amazing men, this amazing male species that we have, aka dancers. So let's start off, obviously, with the first up, who was Cole. And obviously, he is a ballroom dancer, but was doing a contemporary by Travis Wall, who, as we know, is you slightly like him. He's very cool. And paired with Jamie Goodwin as well. So just you take it away, darling. What did you think?
Well, number one, I mean, so Cole did a really good job to me. Like, I felt that he was really believable. I felt that he performed the routine very beautifully, and I was impressed. Now, I didn't know much about Cole, like here and there, but he wasn't really highlighted to me in the audition round. But outside of Cole, can we just take a moment of silence for Travis Wall?
Okay, let's do that. That's
Okay.
great.
He's so good. That choreography was so amazing. And bringing in Jamie, which is actually like, she stands out. She was infamous for that hummingbird routine with Hulk that I had mentioned earlier this season. But, like, beautiful. Perfect way to start the night. What do you think?
Yeah, I really was drawn to him, not just on stage, but when watching him off stage as well. He's such an emotional guy.
Yeah.
He's very moved by the whole experience, which was quite nice to watch from a guy's perspective.
Yes.
The choreography was just on point.
Yeah.
And as we've discussed previously, I mean, the choreography can obviously make or break your opportunity in this. And he was very fortunate with what he was given.
Yes.
And he performed it beautifully. Great partnering. I really did think that they worked well together, and there was the chemistry there. And also, I just love those moves when you put your head on the other person's shoulder and then you have to move. For some reason, it reminds me like of a rugby ruck coming from New Zealand, but a very beautiful version of it. Rugby ruck. But no, I thought he danced his heart out, and he absolutely deserved a place.
He did. Nice tattoos too, by the way.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of body on this,
Yeah.
with the shirts coming up. Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
Great.
So good.
Interesting
So
to
good.
see. I want to make sure that he can keep it together because he's so emotional. I'm just a little worried he's going to get too emotional and let his emotions take over at some point.
You're saying like psych him out?
Yeah. Like he's very sensitive. I get very sensitive from him. So just stay strong, bud. Focus.
I can see that, yeah.
And
especially because he's not at the top of the pack, and he's not going to be entering with a load of fans from watching this, this draw out, because he wasn't really featured. So yeah.
Yep. Cool. But go Cole. Nice work, man. Very cool. Next up, we had JJ, and obviously he's a contemporary dancer, as we know. But he got to do the cha-cha-cha with Miss Chelsea, choreographed by Elena Danova. I can never say her name, but far out. She is honestly becoming one of my favorite choreographers.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I love her work.
Yeah.
Everything
She's so
she
sassy.
presents, so sassy. But what did we think of JJ?
I thought that he did amazing. He always brings a high level of energy, and his dancing is like outbursts, but in the best way. You know, he's like a little firecracker up there. And for the first time during a ballroom dance, I was paying more attention to the male than the female. He drew my eyes to him because he was so sharp and boom, boom, and he hit it. And I thought that it was good that they incorporated the gymnastic tricks. I thought it was kind of too much in a way, only because since it is ballroom, I know they wanted to highlight him, but I was like, okay, no more. At the end, I was like, this is like, don't overdo it, because you don't want to be accused of crossing over the genre too much and not giving him credit for what he was able to do.
That's a really good point, because I wrote down amazing for Elena, how she did really make sure that she had his highlighted features in there. And I was like, again, that's so helping him get to where he needs to go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I totally understand, and we were very lucky that they didn't go there and accuse them of, it's not really raw.
They received it. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. So
That's
good
awesome.
Point there.
Yeah, and Chelsea, I mean, I love Chelsea. It's so good. This is what I love. Let me just say this for a second. They are bringing back some of our favorites that we have not seen in a long time. And I appreciate that. For a second, the All-Stars were getting repetitive. We love them, but they were getting repetitive. I mean, to bring back Lauren, oh my God, she won season 7. To bring back Chelsea and Jamie, like, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. They're really trying to step it up this season, eh?
Yeah.
Something different. And they're doing a great job.
So it's fun.
So JJ, for me, he's outstanding. Like, honestly, if you had to choose, well, this is my obviously opinion, but if you had to choose the top dancer right now, I'd just have to give it to him.
Yeah.
Just because he is literally technically outstanding, and everything he touches turns to gold. Literally, he's just phenomenal. phenomenal. Absolutely. So he did such a great job partnering, and I liked it. Big check for me, for sure.
I love your checks. Kim gives checks and it's like boom, boom.
Do you know what's so funny?
Like, you get a check.
We don't even call it checks in New Zealand. I was like, what's a check? We say tick, like tick.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, okay, moving on, because we've got 10 boys to visit today.
Yes.
So Slovak. I clapped. That was interesting.
it was.
Like I'm in the audience, fully involved. But I'm going to hand it over. What were your feelings?
Okay, so I did not love all the moves in the choreography. It didn't all come together for me. I don't know if it was the choreography, the music, the performance. I was disconnected. I'll say that. Love Allison. Tice is amazing. But I think part of it was that this was jazz and it looked more like lyrical hip hop to me. So it threw me off on the offset just because I'm like, this is interesting. And then also I'm just like really like, I pay attention to details and get distracted from crazy stuff. I didn't love the wrap thingy that Allison had on. It was distracting me. So outfit choice plays a part. But I thought that he did well.
Yeah. I agree with you there.
Really?
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. I thought he did good, like he did well, but it wasn't a standout performance for me, and I was a little bit confused, but that he got through to the top 5.
I was too.
Not because it wasn't deserving of it, but just I didn't think it was outstanding, and I didn't think he's top 5 material.
And they waited. They're like, because of tonight, you get through. It was like, because of tonight.
Yes, good point. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. The choreography was cool and sexy. It was very sexy. But I just don't feel that he is the best all-round dancer. Yeah. And so for him to go, I know it seems that they needed a hip hopper to put through, and that was their choice. Yeah. And I understand, but I think he's great at what he does, but I don't think he'll last very long.
Yeah. We can get on it later, but I would have chosen the animator between the final. Yeah.
Interesting.
Pickaroo.
But overall, no, meh.
Yeah.
Meh. What do you guys think at home? I'd absolutely love to know what you think about Slovak and whether you feel that he should go through. Let us know in the comments, please. That would be awesome. Okay, so next up we had Dustin, and he obviously is a contemporary dancer, and he had to do hip hop, which is always fun when you're a contemporary dancer, with comfort, which was cool. And what did we? I just have to go first. I have to go first for this one. Dustin's awesome. Dustin's an amazing dancer. But I really felt that the costume or the, wardrobe department let him down because his skinny wee legs did not look good in skinny jeans in black, trying to do hip hop. And they keep telling him he needs to be grounded. Totally can relate coming from a ballet jazz background to get down for hip hop. But to put him in skinny boy jeans, black, he's already skinny, it just didn't help the poor boy. Give him some baggy pants so at least they pull him down, you know? And I didn't like the choreography for that one. It didn't help him, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
He did the best he could, but it didn't fly. So
there was a disconnect in the routine. And this may sound crazy. I've never seen him before in my life. Like,
was
he at all? Okay, because I'm like, who is this guy? Yeah. I don't remember seeing his audition, his rounds, anything. Like, I was like, wow, you are brand new. So,
why do they do that to us?
I don't know. But anyway, so I was like, who are you? That was the first thought. And then I was cracking up. He had me dying at those pops at the beginning that he was doing. Because the pops were good. The opening first 8 count, he hit those pops with comfort. And I'm like, okay. And then that was the last time I said that because it was kind of... he tried and it was cute and I enjoyed it entertainment-wise, but I felt that he needed to loosen up. He needed to go down, sit in those pockets, as you said, and he needed that stank face, He was just too like, he was like wobble with it. But you need to get into the groove, and he just didn't.
Oh, I can totally relate. I totally get that though. It's so hard. Poor guy. It's tough. It's tough. And I think he did a great job. But as you know, contemporary to hip hop is not everyone's.
It's not. It's hard, guys. So we empathize, but
totally empathize. And then we had Payton, contemporary dancer, doing the cha-cha again with Chelsea Hightower.
Yes.
Again, Elena choreographed that. Thoughts on the connection with these two?
Okay, so I felt that he was really in his head a lot when he performed, and that there was just a strong disconnection in his facials and the movements he was doing. And I don't know, like, it just wasn't my favorite. I just felt like it was like, nah. But that last death flip was incredible.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, wow, what a trick, like I had to rewind that, because I mean, how do you not hurt yourself? But yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, it was mine. It was okay. It was all right. I wasn't impressed. In English interpretation, that was a big no. But I did. I was like, no, I don't think he's going to make it through.
Yeah, it wasn't strong enough at all.
It wasn't
at all.
No.
But again, the flip onto the back, I didn't rewind it, but I was like, how do you land that properly without smacking your head?
She was like, it was good, but I didn't rewind it.
I knew you would do. Miss Detail, darling, I knew you would. Because that looked painful, just slightly. And if you're practicing that and that didn't go right, it's not fun. But just the biggest thing for me was, like the judges said, there was just no chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. I totally get it when you have you just learned a routine, you're so in your head trying to make sure you perfect the moves and the lines and everything that's going on. It's a competition. But being in the moment and connecting with your partner, like I'm doing with you right now, is so important, isn't it? And you can tell a mile away when somebody is in their heads.
True.
And we all do it, but it was a shame that he couldn't get out of it for this one.
We all do it. And you know what? Speaking of chemistry, you have chemistry with different shows that you watch on TV, right?
You do.
You do.
You're so
and you
insightful.
want to get that chemistry when you watch an after show at AfterBuzz TV. So, hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for all of our favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve the television fans like we do. But we need your help. We're asking that you do subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that is tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow, flourish, and make content specifically for you. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't worry, because they are optional. So hit that subscribe button to subscribe to our channel, which is the AfterBuzz competition channel. And then you also have dramas, sci-fi, all this fun stuff, and we're like hanging out on the reality competition channel.
We totally are. And so World of Dance as well.
World of Dance, Big Brother.
Woo-hoo.
This is our home.
That's where we're at.
So let us know that you did subscribe by commenting under our video, and we will be sure to shout you out on our next show. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Nice job. It's so true. I mean, honestly, there's so much. We do like 150 or something shows a week.
Yes.
Every single week.
Yeah.
We have like 400 hosts here. It's
Super
just
fans.
insane.
Amazing.
Super fans.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, darling. So cool. So moving on to our last five. Next up, we had Kyle Bennett Jr. And obviously he did a contemporary number again by
I like that.
your man crush.
Oh, Lauren. Okay.
Travis.
But yeah, Travis.
Oh, yes.
But Lauren.
And Lady Crush.
Yes, I love Lauren so much. Oh my God. Yeah.
I am so with you there. I actually couldn't stop watching her in any partnering that she did.
So good. So quick story. So I used to always go to the tours. So after Saving Cadence, I would go to the tour. And the season that Lauren won, she got injured, I want to say, right before our show that, going live. And I was like, no, because I loved her. But Allison stepped in, and I hadn't seen Allison since season 2. And it made me fall in love with Allison all over again. She killed all the routines for Lauren. I missed Lauren that day. But anyway, that's just a little fun throwback. Season 7.
Years ago.
So long ago.
Oh.
Like 10 years, yeah.
That is a while.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So yes, Lauren was exceptional.
Yeah,
Still
so
on
good.
fire. Oh, amazingness. And so last year, just before the live shows, Kyle was cut.
Yeah.
And then obviously he didn't make it again this time, just before the live shows. That's got to be slightly deterring. Like, is this the barrier he needs to break? Is it going to be third time lucky? Is he going to come back again and try and get to this position? But overall, with his performance, what did you think?
I honestly, I kind of like teared up at the end. There's something about that last move that took the breath out of me when when she was just there and they were engaged in that moment. I was like, oh, like that, I was like, it's so good. I fell into the performance. The choreography was so good, like so good, of course, because it's Travis. And yeah, from this performance, before he wasn't 100% on my radar, like I wasn't necessarily rooting for him or not, like he was good. But after that performance, I was like, I want to see more, so that sucks. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I thought overall that it was a really good performance and he did really, really super well. But I was just constantly drawn to Lauren. Like she just shone for me, and I was like, oh, who am I supposed to be watching right here? And it's interesting if that's the level, she's a winner versus a contender, so she's outshining him still, and so I was like, poor guy. Oh well, it is what it is.
But come back.
Yes, please
come
do.
back. Next year could be your year. It's so amazing how many returnees we have,
It's quite actually shocking insofar as where's all the extra new talent that hasn't been auditioning previously. It's like,
well, maybe they're making it a standard in a sense of like, hey, you can come here and if you're just amazing, you can get it through. But otherwise, this is a work in progress.
Yeah.
So they're setting that standard, like come back, and then eventually you'll get on.
Yeah, just goes to show you got to keep going. You don't get everything you want straight away.
That's so perfect. Perfect life lesson. You got to keep working.
Work for what you want, people.
Work.
No, stir fry, stir fry. I really want stir fry now. Hilarious. Okay, next up we have our fabulous tapper, Evan, doing a contemporary number. Brian Friedman, your fave. You've got lots of faves. With Allison this time as well. I'm just going to go for it. I don't even know the words. Absolutely incredible. I thought he absolutely nailed it. It was so committed, so focused, so connected. He went for it, man. He didn't hold back. He was just fully in it. He handled her very well. I mean, for a tapper that doesn't necessarily do a lot of like partnering work or tricks, he really, a lot of times he had a lot of lifts that could have gone wrong.
I thought he was going to drop her when he had to lift her and then run.
Oh, yeah, they're running.
I was like,
but he didn't.
But he didn't.
But he did not. So whether she thought the same or she felt fully safe, we do not know.
We do not know.
But I don't know if it was meant to be, but I noticed in his pirouettes and stuff there was no turnout. So that's very tap. Whether that was specifically like that, I'm not sure, but I just noticed that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But he absolutely blew it away for me. Yeah. Totally vulnerable, did what he needed to do. Yeah. So happy to have him in the top 5.
Yeah, like I thought the routine was really exciting. There was a lot that was happening. I enjoyed his performance. I kind of thought in my head, like, he's so swanky. I don't know, just something about, like, he wasn't doing, like, the contemporary lines or whatever, but he was just kind of in his own groove. Even when he was doing the turns and he was just kind of like, they're kind of loose. He was very loose in his movement, which was nice. He wasn't over the top, because I think in the past we've talked about how he was real cheesy in the face, but he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. And that, I love a good, like, back crawl. Like, Allison jumped, and, like, from the ground, this is from the ground, she jumped and, like, whoosh, and wrapped her legs around his shoulder and back. And I'm like, that move gets me every time. Yeah. Just do that move. Yeah. And I'm sold. Yeah.
Over and over again. Yeah, no, it was excellent choreography again. He was very lucky to have what he was given, I think.
He was.
And he nailed it. So
did.
well done, Evan. Like, yay for Tap. And I can't wait to see lots and lots of Tap.
Yeah, at least,
hopefully.
I mean, we were rooting for him from the beginning, so at least he made it through because the girls shocked us so much last week,
Yeah,
you know?
she did. Yeah. So go, Evan. Yay.
Yes.
Top 5. Well done. So good. How are we going in the chat? Is anyone sort of mentioning who they love? People, we would love to know what you thought of the different contestants last night as well. Yeah. Please let us know.
Please. And we know that it went live yesterday, so we're talking about it today, but we see that you guys are in the chat, but you're just not chatting. Let us know.
We see you.
Yes.
So next up we had Dustin Payton, the animator, the one you prefer, and to do Jazz with Jamie Goodwin. What were your thoughts on this one, Dal?
Well, actually, no. I preferred the other one, the one that Kyle. That's who I preferred.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Dustin, it was nice. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite of the night. I don't know, it's just something about this jazz tonight, and maybe it's my expectations. It was very sharp and less flowy and less connective. And less jazzy, you know, like, I don't know, like, it just wasn't my favorite, but I think that he did good. I wasn't surprised that he didn't make it through, I'll say that.
That's interesting because I feel like he thought he was going to make it through.
He thought he was going to make
For
it through,
sure,
yes.
right? He looked really hopeful.
Devastated.
It's a bit unfair the way that they deliver the news, isn't it? Because they take them on a roller coaster and they think they're in and then they're not. And he literally looked like he was about to go, what? Like, are you kidding me? When they said no, unfortunately.
But his poise and grace, though, he's like, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll come back.
It took a minute. Yeah. But you're talking about the jazz, which is really interesting. And I totally agree with you. It was so much sharper. And I'm wondering whether they were just really trying to, like, for example, work with their original genre and really try and bridge the gap between what they used to versus what they need to be, just to help them out. Because as we've been saying, they make or break them, the choreographers, right? So that's where I think that's come from. So we're not getting our fave jazz style, but yeah. Okay, so Dustin was a no, but again, please come back next year.
Yes.
Then we had
and
Alan.
it almost sound promise. He's like, come back. Like, next year will be your year.
Yeah.
So
You never know.
you never know.
Never know. Then Alan Genkin, Ballroom. Brian Friedman's Jazz again with Lauren. For me, I just feel like we didn't even see him dance much. He hardly danced. He really didn't dance. Where was the dancing for him?
Where was the dancing?
It was a few movements and poses,
He was
I felt.
vibing.
Unless we didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, I felt like it was a vibe routine. You're right.
Yeah. It didn't do it for me at all. And it's a shame that he had such a great start in the competition and then literally it has been downhill for him. So
it's kind of hard, honestly, to forget that last solo jive and the take off the shirt and the desperation of it all. So it's kind of like a stank that you just can't get out. So, you know, like, I wasn't surprised that he didn't make it through. I thought Lauren was a beast and she devoured him, you know. So yeah, like, as far as the routine, I really loved it. It was actually one of my favorite routines of the night. I did. Because I just felt I felt Brian's vibes throughout it. Like, we're going to go into this later in our segment, but he used to work with Janet Jackson, and he has, like, when I see flavor of her come into routines, then it excites me, and I saw it in that. I just would have wanted to see it with a different guy.
Yeah. Or just give him a little bit more choreography. I just didn't feel like he had enough.
Yeah, different outfits too. I didn't enjoy their outfits either.
No, but it's interesting. I was thinking about outfits last night. They purely just make it look like they're in general everyday clothes, right? Until the live taping. So, yeah.
Well, but but some people had
better ones,
better coordination between it, and it matched their genre. Like, that was my thing. So it immediately threw me off those who didn't look the part, just in what they were wearing. And I thought, I mean, they were just in gymnastic wear.
Is it their own clothes for that part? No. Are you sure?
Yeah. Because there was,
like, very much looks like it.
Jamie performed her second routine with, who did she perform with the second time?
She was with
Dustin. they actually matched. They both had burgundy. So she had the burgundy sports bra and he had the burgundy pants or something. But when she performed before, she wasn't matching her partner. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe they just got all the colors in their bags.
Yeah, they just chose. No, I think that they just well, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's very casual. Come on, we'd love to know. Find that one out.
Yeah, we'll have to find out when we go to the live shows.
Yes, next week.
Do you wear your own clothes during auditions?
Oh, we never know.
Yeah.
We might be shocked, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good point, though. Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, and then last but not least, Mr. Darius Hickman. So our contemporary dancer who did a hip hop routine with Comfort. The Stir Fry song. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think?
Yeah. You know what I just realized? I was looking at it. This was my favorite routine, not the last one. I said that last one, and that's where you're like, really? Yes, this one. I was skipping around in my head a little bit. This one was so good. Like, I was as excited as Vanessa was watching it because it just grew. It started off cute and strong. It was fun. It grooved. It vibed. I was so impressed by Darius and his ability to conform to this style. I felt that Comfort is always fun and just a good time and so talented. One thing though, he looked like a giant next to her. Like I was like, I didn't realize he was that tall, or is she that little?
That short.
And it would look like a fun house, so that even made it better. But yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't it? It was absolutely fantastic. The music choice was hilarious, and obviously they were saying previously like he had only done sad pieces, and you hadn't really experienced the fun side of him.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's way more fun than he is sad. Like he was
really
amazing,
is.
and obviously a good time. Like really good at being silly and fun.
Yeah.
It was the best routine ever for the juxtaposition of the choreo with the music, with the style, with him. Perfect. And just to make anyone smile, obviously, is going to get you good check marks for moving forward.
Good check mark, yes. But it wasn't over the top, which I appreciate, because sometimes it can be gimmicky. Like if you're not used to showing a personality, you can be too much.
Yeah.
But it was so believable because he did like slight little stink faces with the stirs, with the stir fry,
and the eating of the food,
and that and his personality, and then like the and his play off of Comfort, which isn't like she's so good that most people can't play off of her. But I mean, I'm gonna go home and rewatch that routine. Real talk, yeah.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved top 5 for
That should have been on the show. Luther, he did it on that. Yeah, Luther did that. Yeah, that needs to be on the show. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I digress.
So that was our top 10, and so we finish up the night with Cole, JJ, Slovak, Evan, Darius. Our 5 guys with our 5 girls, Hannah Lee, Jensen, Magda, Genesee, Chelsea, our top 10 for the live shows starting next week on Monday. We're going to be there. Jess and Becky will be anyway. So exciting.
So good.
To continue our special segments that we've been doing on our fave choreographers, this week we have Jazz. And Miss Jessica Darling is going to go first.
Okay.
Because I know you want to.
Okay.
Talk about this person so much because he's your fave.
Yes. So who I chose for Jazz is Brian Friedman, who, ironically enough, like, I've been choosing some that just happened to be on the show that day. It's crazy. A little vibe. But what's so dynamic about him as a choreographer? Clearly, he does jazz and contemporary. He's been on the show since season 1. Like, he is an OG and is filled with so much experience. He's background dance. He's danced with Michael Jackson. As I said, Janet Jackson. That's when I first recognized and saw him, because I used to love to learn Janet's routines. And so, and then he's worked with Cher, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears. I mean, you just name it. He's so dynamic in his execution. And so I like to take it back, a little throwback. So the routine that I chose is from season 2.
Woohoo!
With Jasmine and Jessica Fernandez, and it's Let Go.
Oh, I love this.
And what I love about this routine is that this is like, they used to really use the stage a lot more back then and like climbing down it. And I just loved how he executed the flow of the routine on the bars. And it makes it challenging.
Oh, absolutely. It's another dynamic. It's like adding in gymnastics in a way.
Yeah.
Or pole dancing.
Yeah, exactly. And I love it. The throw up on the back and come down. And this is more so a blend. You know, this is the more, you know, lyrical style of jazz. It flows more and just grooves more. But I thought that they did.
Gosh, it's like such a flashback, eh?
Yes,
So long ago.
I love it.
Absolutely love
it. And then just levels of simplicity as well.
Yeah.
Before some of the, you know, performance gimmicks, you know, fall into it sometimes with props.
With all the lighting in the background.
They use the stage as props. They didn't need anything else. So yeah, so amazing. He's amazing. I definitely hope that we see more of him this season.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
And forever.
Yeah.
And forever. And forever into the world. Awesome.
Who do you have,
thanks,
girl?
darling. Yeah,
Yes.
well, I've chosen someone who's a little close to home, literally. He's from Australia originally.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Wade Robson.
Oh.
Now, Mr. Robson obviously spent a lot of the first, I think was season 2 to 7, a lot on So You Think You Can Dance. And he, more than anything, I just absolutely adored his big group numbers that he would choreograph.
Yes.
So I mean, he
talented.
did a lot of individual ones over the times with, Sarah and Jesus with Cabaret Hoover, Jamie and Hawk's Emmy-winning Hummingbird,
Yes.
Lauren and Neil's Night of the Dancing Flame, Brandon and Jeanette's Ruby Blue, and then some of the best group numbers was the Sexy Back and Fame. But the one that I've chosen tonight,
We just want to see all of them, please.
yes,
No.
I was like writing these. I'm like, oh my gosh, which one do I pick?
Which one? Yeah.
Totally. But the Comanche, the one that they did back in season 6, it was a group number. And oh my gosh, to the music, the Revels, the American rock band in the 1960s. I love old school so much. And this routine was like old timely dance club aesthetic. And when it gets going, like halfway through as well, oh my gosh.
Oh, I love it already.
It just, the vibe, just the new, I see it as the New York
flappers
Fat Sam's,
time.
Definitely. So cool.
They're really getting down.
They're really
those
getting down.
hips and you see little Fosse moves in it. Love it.
Oh, absolutely. And see, Wade, he was so young when he made his big break in America. So he's done so much. He worked a lot with Britney Spears. He worked with NSYNC. He worked with Michael Jackson when he was a young kid. A lot of stuff with Michael. He has choreographed things worldwide, obviously, So You Think You Can Dance, but also a lot for TV. He's done directing, Step Up 4. 2012, he did Demi Lovato's Summer Tour. He has worked with Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas, Chris Angel's show. Just so much. And this guy's so young. He's from Australia. He's now married with kids.
That's awesome.
And seasons 2 through 7, he was just all about the group numbers.
Yeah.
And I just want to keep talking over this so that we get to see all of it. Let it keep playing.
And it's funny because I'm really trying to eye my favorites. I can't. They're moving so quick and grooving.
And look how much fun they're having as well. So much fun. Comanche.
God, it takes so much stamina and just really.
And I mean, what a joy. As a dancer, there's nothing more fun than performing in a big group number, is there? When everyone's doing the same thing, it's such a simple concept. But it's like on Broadway shows, whenever you see a whole group of people on stage performing together, it moves you. And he is the king.
And it's so hard, too, because if you fall out of sync, if you're performing as a solo or even as a duet, if you do something wrong, the audience may not know it. But if you're supposed to be in complete unison and then boom, you just fly out this way, we all know.
Oh, it's happened to the best of us. But the funny thing is with that as well, you're so right. And it's just like spacing and expanded awareness and absolutely understanding where you are and making sure your lines are correct.
Yeah.
It's a different skill set, absolutely.
Love it.
But love the group numbers.
So much fun.
So much.
Yes.
So cool. News and things that are coming up.
Yes.
Well,
AfterBuzz TV News.
it's such serious music. Such a fun topic. So obviously we are moving into live shows next week.
Wow.
So exciting. It's here. It's yay, it's here. So good luck to all the contestants. Break a leg. Obviously not actually.
No.
Jess, you're going to be there next week with Becky.
Yes.
So we're doing the interviews.
Yes. AfterBuzz will be representing at the live show, doing interviews, talking to your favorite choreographers, the judges, and then, of course, the competitors. And they're going to be so excited. Just
so good.
Yeah, this is their night. We've been waiting for this. And I think it's going to be a different energy level because they were expecting to already have made it through when they announced the top 20, and then to be like, just kidding, we're taking the top 10, you know. So this is literally the cream of the crop as far as the judges are concerned. So exciting night.
So exciting.
Yes.
And then we'll be back here on Tuesday, obviously, to discuss it all and hear everything that went on behind the scenes that we don't get to see. And obviously the first time for these top 10 to dance together as well, which will be very interesting. Very interesting.
And we'll finally get our NSYNC uniforms.
Yes.
And so we want the show.
Yes, hopefully some props and some stage design as well. And also, obviously, the first week for America to vote. So let's see
Wake
what
up,
you
America.
guys think. Yeah,
if
wake
you weren't
up.
paying attention during auditions, it's your time.
Yeah, well, with these new competitors that we've been introduced to, finally we can actually work out who we like and who we don't.
True that.
So, Dal, just in a nutshell, let's talk about predictions.
Okay.
I would love to know your top male and your top female.
One?
Yes, one of each.
Oh, okay.
It's so tough.
I know.
While you're thinking, I'm going to go.
Okay, yes, please. 'Cause I'm like-
After last night, I am going to put my money on Darius. Not JJ, but Darius, because
Interesting.
I think he's going to just pull it out of the bag for all these different styles.
Okay.
And for females, it's tough, but I actually want to go with Jensen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I am definitely loving Jensen. I think that she's going to do well, but I'm just going to do a different prediction just to switch it up a little bit. Hannah Lay.
Oh, yes, she's up there.
Did I say that
sure.
right?
Yep, Hannah Lee.
Oh, yay. Okay, see, she may win. I said it right. And I'm going to go with JJ. He's so sharp, and I just feel like there's nothing that he can't do. And he's just going to take over the stage. So I can't wait.
Yeah. I do want to see Evan, though. I do want to see Evan again. I
Yeah.
want to see if he can pull it out of the bag again, because he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all need to tweet us. We need to know what your top male, who your top male and female is each week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we need to track that.
We need to
That'd
put
be
some
nice.
money on this. See who's right. Some lottery. Cool. All right. Well, literally, I think we are wrapping it up because that is our top 5 guys. Next week, please join us same time, same place, 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, when we will be able to discuss the live show for those that have actually been there behind the scenes, speaking with the judges and all the contestants. So everyone, my name is Kim Davey, and you can find me on all my social media at Kim Davey Live. And Jessica, darling, where can we find you?
Yes, I'm Jessica Williams. You can find me on Twitter at Miss Jessica WW and on Instagram at Miss Jessica Williams.
Yay! Awesome. Well, everyone have a fantastic week. Check out World of Dance tomorrow for sure.
Yes.
Love you all, and we will see you next time. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.